beautiful bipeds. It is I, Christina, here at Fit and Bendy HQ in Los Angeles, and today we are talking about your psoas. Psoas. It is a weird spelling. It is a weird muscle. This muscle is very large. It attaches all the way up here at the back of your spine, so the inside of the spine where you can't touch it. It runs down, attaching to each vertebrae along your lumbar spine, and then it does this weird swoop-de-doop underneath your internal organs over the front of your pelvis and attaches right in your groin to your upper inner thigh bones. And this muscle is part of what I call the core muscles, and you can learn more about what core muscles are in my video on that subject. It is also a hip flexor muscle because it attaches to your hips, so it brings your thigh bone up towards your torso. And it can also internally rotate the hip. It can also help to twist your spine. It does so many things. And because it is such a multitasker, it is often a muscle that gets, shall we say, stressed out. So what we want to do is understand how the psoas works and how it works in concert with our other muscles to make sure that it's happy and healthy. There are consequences when we are not nice to our psoas. If you've heard someone say, or you yourself have unfortunately experienced like having your back go out, which means like intense pain in your back and hips, often centered right here, where you just got to lay flat on your back and cry silently until it goes away, and it can take a little while. That's often a spasm of the psoas muscle, not a spinal muscle. Sometimes it's a spinal muscle, but it's often the psoas muscle having a little rebellion against its mistreatment in your body. And one of the common causes of mistreatment is either due to sitting or poor posture. So if you think about where that muscle attaching to the thigh bone and the spine, if I'm sitting and my thigh comes up towards my back, and then I do that for a really, really long time, and I sink into the chair like this, what am I doing? I am shortening that psoas muscle. I'm basically taking my muscle and I'm going, which is one of a muscle's least favorite things to have happen to it. And I'm doing it for a long period of time so that when I get up and start to walk around, my hips and lower back might feel kind of, because that psoas has a hard time lengthening out again. This can also happen if you have the kind of posture, like I do, where your pelvis tilts forward a little bit and your back kind of arches. This also is shortening and compressing the psoas. I have a video on the bendy back, tight hip problem that it talks a little bit more about that. So when you scrunch that psoas for a long period of time, over a long, years perhaps of doing that, then it becomes both tight and weak, which is not an awesome combination. So we want to think about things that we can do to target and strengthen that muscle. And it's a hard muscle to feel because it's all internal. You can't really poke it very well from the outside like you can a bicep or a quad. It's deep. It's hard to find. But I do have a series on things that you can do to start to have a better relationship with that psoas, to start to very, very gently strengthen it and use it, and also to do something that will help to open it up, help it relax and lengthen. Both of those things are important. All right, so that's all linked here, all those different videos, and above all, happy bendings. Thank you so much, everybody.